This week, the Chancellor will set out her spending priorities for the country. But at this Leeds market, close to Rachel Reeves' constituency, these shoppers have their own.
I think certainly defence at the moment, with everything that's going on in the world, I think we have to really review what our spending, where we have cut back in the past, because generally the world was at peace, wasn't it, in most cases. But I think it's right that it should be reviewed.
For me, I ride motorbikes, so all the potholes and stuff, that for me is the biggest issue. The roads are terrible.
The choices are not easy, and even voters know that keeping everyone happy is almost impossible.
They can make all the spending reviews they want, but they're not spending money in the right place. But if they say, OK, we'll spend money, where do you want us to get it from? They've got to increase taxes. The main income revenue, as far as I know, and I don't know much, I think it's taxes. Now ask me if I want to pay more taxes, and the answer is no.
Labour members have yet another set of priorities. They would like to see spending protected in health, local government and working age and child benefits. And on where to cut back, defence and pensions. Back in Westminster, Cabinet ministers, aware that the party must do better, are still blaming the Conservatives and putting their faith in the Chancellor.
I said we were failing. When we came into office, we inherited an economy that was drowning. Rachel raised money in taxes in the autumn. We are now allocating it per department. But the key thing is we are going to be investing record amounts of money into the innovations of the future. Just bear in mind that how Apple turned itself around. When Steve Jobs came back to Apple, they were 90 days from insolvency. That's the kind of situation that we had when we came into office.
Former head of the Civil Service, Simon Case, knows all too well how pivotal this week will be.
This is a big deal for this government. There's a great temptation, I think, to see these spending reviews as a bureaucratic exercise, handing out the money, working out who gets what. But what really matters about this one is that this one sets the spending priorities for the next 3 years, so the bulk of this Parliament.
The spending review this week is a make-or-break moment for a government that has struggled in its first year and has made some pretty unpopular decisions when it comes to where to spend and where to cut. What they announce on Wednesday will set their priorities for an entire Parliament and determine how they go into the next election. So there is massive pressure on how it's received here in Westminster amongst MPs, but much more importantly, how it goes down in the real world with voters. In Leeds and across the country, Rachel Reeves will have another chance to sell her vision to a sceptical public who aren't buying it just yet. Liz Bates, Sky News, Westminster.